Of all the new driver releases in 2025, this is the one that I'm most excited about. You see, I have a little bit of a thing for mini drivers, and I think that so many golfers around the world would play better golf if they had one of these in the bag, and PXG claim this is their secret weapon. Now, I think I may have been one of the first people in the world to know about this secret weapon because I was lucky enough to interview Mr. Bob Parsons just a few months ago. He let something slip in the interview.
That's the most important thing.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so, and then I have a secret weapon. You know that club? You've seen it here?
Have I? I don't know.
The secret
Oh, we haven't released it yet because it is a secret weapon.
Okay.
All right.
As you can see, I think this looks absolutely beautiful. So I've often said last year that I think PXG have been absolutely killing it throughout the bag. I actually think that PXG make the best full bag now. So when we're talking balls, putters, wedges, irons, fairway woods, drivers, and now of course mini drivers, let's put this to the test. Let's see just how it performs both in the studio and out here in the golf course, and see if it can find its way in my bag in 2025 or even yours. So guys, this review does have a huge factor in it in my head. We're going to Orlando in a couple of weeks. We're playing some of the best golf courses in the world, TPC Sawgrass, Bay Hill. I know that's not in Orlando because TPC Sawgrass is up north, but is this going to find its way in my bag for that trip? Over the coming weeks, we are going to see different club reviews, and I do have a little bit more of an idea on what I'm wanting to help me get around those very difficult PGA Tour courses. Is this going to be one of them? Let's find out. Okay, so first impressions of this club, I think it looks absolutely fantastic. I'll put some close-ups on screen now for you. And it has a 4-way adjustable weight system. So it has lots of different weights on it. I'll put that little kind of matrix on screen now for you. So you can set it to draw, fade, higher, lower spin, all that good stuff. I haven't seen a mini driver be this adjustable ever. Probably the closest to it will be the TaylorMade Burner mini driver, where you can change the weights front and back to make it high or low spin. But the fact that you can change the loft on this and you can set it to a draw, fade, low spin, high spin is quite ridiculous. Does it feel and sound as good as the Black Ops driver and fairway would? Because that's something which they did really well. Straight away, I've really enjoyed that. A lovely fade just at the right hand side of the fairway. You can actually see where I struck that from as well. That wasn't central at all, and that's going to be one of the big premises around this golf club. How forgiving is it? Should you have it in the bag instead of a driver? Should you have it in the bag instead of a 3-wood? Or could you have it in the bag as well as both? Because that's going to be quite an interesting debate. I know lots of drivers are coming to the market in 2025, as well as some mini drivers. So if you're a fan, then that could be for you. How many times can we hit the fairway? Guys, throw a like on it if you think we can hit the fairway 2 out of 3 times with this mini driver. That's a better one. That was a little bit toey, but that's going to be the low spin one that just bounds and bounds up the left hand side of that fairway. I love this black face so you can see where I've hit them from. I actually lost my balance there. The fact I've hit one there and one there.
Close to a Dave Harrison.
It's not close to a Dave Harrison. Maybe a Brett Cooper. And when we do start to delve into the technology in this secret weapon, I even love the name. The name's cool, isn't it? The secret weapon. So we have that carbon crown, as we all know, that PXG have managed to get into the Black Ops driver and 3-woods. And we also have lots of other different multi-material composites in here that we'll discuss. Right, we've had toe, we've had heel. What's next, Chris?
Centre.
I thought you were going to say roof. That does feel incredible. And we managed to get one out of the centre as well.
Is it?
Calling that centre?
We can call that centre.
Confirmed. Tick. And so guys, as you can see, we have missed the fairway with one of these shots, hit the fairway with the second one, and we hit the fairway with the slightly toey one, as you can see that's down on that left-hand side. The big thing for me here is PXG do claim it has a high MOI, but you can still get that penetrating ball flight. So essentially what they're saying is you're kind of getting the best of both worlds, which I quite like because I do like the idea of forgiveness, but I also like the idea of a low penetrating shot, just like the one that I got slightly out the toe. Okay, so when it comes to technology in this secret weapon mini driver, just exactly what are we talking about. So we know that it has that gorgeous carbon crown. We know it has that adjustable weight system, so you can set it into high spin, low spin, or of course, fade or draw. But we also have a high strength, ultra thin titanium face, very similar to the one on the Black Ops driver. A high strength composite construction, larger top and face profile, so it does look a bit more appealing and of course forgiving. We have what PXG describe as a robotic polishing and of course versatile design. The benefits behind that are that it does provide potentially extremely fast ball speeds, it has maximum distance, added stability, increased forgiveness, high MOI, high launch, low spin, excellent consistency, optimized ball flight and trajectory, confidence inspiring, and of course explosive sound and feel. Kaboom. Now I do have to read those off the sheet nowadays because I just can't remember stuff anymore, to be honest with you. But let's see how we get on into the wind here on a par 5, because I always think on a par 5, especially into the wind, you don't want to lose too much distance, but you don't want to miss the fairway and not give yourself the chance or opportunity to go for it in 2. Right, let's try for a little bit of that nice low penetrating flight. That is everything I want from this club. That's bang centre out the middle. I'll put that on screen now for you. Maybe a touch low if you want to be pedantic about it, but realistically, that's the shot that you want. I did tee that up a little bit lower actually. Can we play one the other way? Can we play a little bit of a draw? Right, Chris has stood behind the camera. Chris, what are your thoughts on that? Oh, your mic's off. I'm going to replay that ball flight.
Fantastic shot. Again, a low one to start with. The second one was a nice draw, but look at those marks on the face.
That is what you want to see, isn't it?
It is what dreams are made of.
It is. Right, one more, then let's jump inside and we're going to test this driver on a couple of different lofts and see potentially what works best. Same again, this is into the wind as well. Like that ball flight is ridiculous.
Shot.
I think that's spinning at about 1800 and it's just going, isn't it?
Just going.
Just going. To the pub. Oh no, that's us later. How good's that?
Absolute beast.
Okay guys, now let's talk some numbers for this PXG secret weapon. Now we're going to test this in a couple of different settings in here as well to see just what distance we can get with it. It has 13 degrees of standard loft, but you can change it 1.5 degrees either way. So if I can get this 250 or more fairly consistently down the fairway, I think I'd be really, really happy with it. So, a little bit high to kick things off. Felt incredible though. What's that going to pitch? It's over 200, it's over 230. 240.8 yards for the first one, but it was very high spin. So if I can kind of drag that spin rate down a little bit, and of course get the launch down, this is where it could be quite nice. Nice shape though on that one. That was very toey. That was incredibly toey. Still doing well for distance though, exactly the same distance. It's up at 240 again. Still spinning at kind of 3.2, 244 that one that time. And that wasn't a very good golf swing at all. That didn't feel like my best stuff. That one felt better, but that one's left. That's the one that worries me with these clubs. If you do start missing the fairway with it, I mean, that's 250 yards. The spin was down, but it has gone left. Now, if you're gonna miss the fairway with this, you might as well miss the fairway with a proper driver, hadn't you? One more, and then we're gonna play with the loft. It's better straight down the fairway. Again, quite high. That's gonna be around 250, I think, looking at that. It's pitched over 230. It's up towards that 250 number. Now, if we do start to look at what we can do with this, because this is where I think PXG really do come into their own with the adjustments and of course with the fittings itself. You can see we have standard, we have 1.5 higher and we have 1.5 lower. I'm going to put that lower because I do feel like if I can launch this just a little bit lower, keep that spin down, don't necessarily have to try and hit it as hard, it could really be a good club for me off the tee. So immediately it starts to sit a little bit more open, that, but I don't particularly mind it. See if we can nudge this out there. Look at that straight away. Much, much lower. Wasn't the best strike again, but that's going to run forever, and that's running to 248 and the spin was down again. Don't feel like I'm swinging that well today, and I say that a lot in videos at the moment because I haven't been swinging that well for a while, but that kind of shot for me really does start to look nice. Go on, keep going. Certainly feel like that's more than knuckleball flight. That's over 250, that's closer to 260. And again, that spin's dropped right down. So amazing how just kind of playing with this loft a little bit has made such a big difference in not only the ball flight, but the spin rate as well. Probably the best one we've hit. A little bit cutty, but that one's pitching up 240, and that's a 260 yards. Again, sub 2000 spin. So it's amazing how much difference there is in the adjustment of this club, and just potentially what differences we start to see with those ball flights. Look at that. The differences in those ball flights are incredible, and that one's pitched 255, and that's 273 yards. I feel like I'm just starting to get my own with it now. Like I was going to stop the numbers here, but I'm enjoying it that much. I think I'll just keep having a bit of a practice session. There we go. Stop the press. That's awesome. Go on. Because if you have a look on here, this is like behind breaking the fourth wall, this is called. So I'm going to put that 4-1 in the front. If I had any feedback on this, I'd say it could be clearer which the weights are. So like, I do like just how adjustable this is. I think it's fantastic. So like in a fitting here, you could play around with this forever, couldn't you? And I don't want to cross that thread though, because that would ruin it. Is that going in? Yeah. So now we have a heavier weight in the front, lighter weight slightly in the heel. There's a heavier weight in the toe though. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. I like that. I like having moved the weights around there. Chris is filming his review today as well. So you know you're filming yours tomorrow, aren't you? But you're hitting some shots with it today. So let's see what Chris thinks as well. You've got your own specs though. So mine's my fitted KBS shaft. You've got same
Hazardous
loft.
smoke. Yep.
6.5. Let's see what you think. This is your proper first impression, isn't it?
First shot this. I've not hit any inside.
Guys, go check out Chris's review once you've finished here. Throw a like on it. Look at that coming back in nicely.
Like that.
Lovely.
Towering shot again. Toey strike. Not bad.
That is so good.
Feels fantastic. Consistent strike pattern. Right towards the high toe. County flames reach sky. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
I always think when you look at those, it looks like a boat in the sea from when you're in a plane.
Very true. 13 or 14, I think.
I think that might be the best one.
And all same location.
But that's, you know, if you can rely on that, that's almost perfect, isn't it?
Yep, consistent, got a good ball flight, felt fantastic. A lot of confidence over it.
So quite interestingly, this Black Ops secret weapon does feature a 44% larger face than the 3 would. So that's designed to give you obviously a bigger sweet spot and just inspire more confidence. I certainly feel on this tee into the wind, I hate tee shots into the wind, but I think that has been absolutely brilliant. So the 3 shots we've just hit, we have one right hand side of the fairway just up there, and the other 2 are absolutely side by side up the left hand side of the fairway. What I'm really impressed with there is, well, first of all, I'm more impressed with Chris's because yours have gone miles, but I'm really impressed with that front to back dispersion. They've all gone the same distance for me, which is really, really nice. And supposedly this secret weapon gives you another 10 yards or 9.5 yards than the 3 would. So it does go that little bit further, but also it's a little bit more forgiving, even with the 41% bigger head and 44% larger face. Ooh, look at yours there.
Look at them.
So my consistency is here, and then yours is even tighter.
Not bad. Not bad at all.
So another claim with this secret weapon, of course, is the versatility aspect. Versatility in a mini driver is quite important, so you can hit it off the deck just like we're going to do here. I have lofted this down as well since the indoor session. So let's see just what kind of ball flight we can get slightly above the feet. That is unbelievable. For the lie that we've just had there, that's honestly, I can't believe that. Can we do that again? It's at the flag again on the par 5. Lovely little divot after the ball as well, obviously, with it only having 11.5 degrees of loft on it now for me. And the face isn't marking up, which is always nice. Come on, a little bit higher. Oh, that's high, it's just left there. That's a shame. But it's 3 fantastic strikes with the mini driver from the fairway of the par 5. Oh, it's about 5 feet away.
Not just a club for the tee. Not bad, but not what dreams are made of.
No. So having tested this PXG secret weapon, both inside and outside, off the tee and off the fairway, what do we really think? Have they made a huge mistake? Is this just a big cash money grab, or could it be potentially something to go in your bag? I really, really like it. You all know that I'm a mini driver fan anyway. I think the PXG Black Ops range is PXG's best range to date. I like the fact it's a skull shushing you. Like, I've only just kind of noticed that, and I really, really like it because it's the secret weapon. So I like it. I like the adjustment element in it, the fitting element in it as well. So I think potentially you could always find something to suit your game. Is it going to go in the bag for Florida, for Sawgrass, for Bay Hill? Watch this space. Guys, thanks for watching. If you've enjoyed that, smash that subscribe button below. I'm going to stay here hitting bombs, and I'll see you all tomorrow. That's the best one yet. That's the perfect ball flight. Unbelievable.